The Pistons dominate yet again against Utah Jazz, winning 134-106. And this Detroit Pistons team on this recent surge, winning the last 10 of their last 11 games, it all has come down to their stocks. Steals and blocks. It's been incredible. Against the Utah Jazz, they had 24 stocks. Against the Nets, they had 20 stocks. Against the Celtics, they had 18 stocks. Against the Clippers, they had 18 stocks. Denver was just shooting the lights out. We also had 18 stocks in that game. We just couldn't get them off the three-point line, and they were just hitting contested shots, and we weren't hitting our shots against Denver. I was at that game. It was just unfortunate. We would just keep crawling back, and then once we would crawl back, Denver would go on a run, and we just weren't handling it. But the stocks are what are leading this team, and when Detroit is most dangerous, when we're out and running, when we're out in transition, and stocks are leading to that. Jalen Duren had 6 stocks last night, 4 blocks, 2 steals, and when he gets out in transition, dishes it out to the he's running the floor. That's where you're getting an easy basket for him, but off an alley-oop, and it's turning into a highlight play. And the play of Asar Thompson, ever since he's came back in mid-December or January, when he's starting to get more minutes, he had 3 steals, 1 block last night. He's just been transforming this team. When he plays defense, we've all seen it as Pistons fan. He just knows where to be. He's in people's face. He's eluding screens. He's getting around screens. He's just a pest defensively, and he's really transformed. Those two turning into what they're capable of becoming has really transformed this Pistons trajectory, this Pistons ceiling. It's been incredible to watch. It's fun to watch that when this team gets out in transition. And Cade had 4 steals last night. And I get it. The Utah Jazz are not a very good basketball team. It sucks we lost to them earlier in the season, but they also didn't have Lowry Markkanen last night. But this Pistons team, what they are doing on the defensive side of the ball has totally transformed their season. Earlier in the season, they were bottom half of the league defensively, and then Asar Thompson started to come back, and that's when this team really started to change. And now we're 8 games over 500. We're 35 and 27. If you would have told me that earlier in the off season that, hey, the Detroit Pistons would at one point be 8 games over the 500 mark, halfway through the season, midway through the season, wherever you want to categorize this part of the season right now, I wouldn't believe you. I'd be like, I would think we'd be hovering around 500, competing for a play-in spot. But now, this Detroit Pistons team, who knows what the ceiling could be? Could they host a playoff series? Could they possibly win a playoff series? I think the way they play defense can definitely win them a playoff series. This team is scrappy. They get out in transition, and they hit open shots. They're running the floor, throwing alley-oops to each other. This team is just super fun to watch. And just the overall play of Jalen Duren lately, being able to carry the ball down the court and then dunk it himself, or being able to run in transition, get an alley-oop dunk, throw alley-oops to Asar Thompson, be a point guard, kind of point center, like Jokic sometimes, throwing some passes to wide open Malik Beasley, a wide open Tim Hardaway Jr., a wide open Cade Cunningham, has really helped this Detroit Pistons team out. And I am so thrilled. And shout out to JB Bickerstaff for getting Coach of the Month. He deserves it. The way he's transforming this Detroit Pistons team, the way he's just transformed this team defensively. Last year, we were terrible on the defensive side of the court. Now we're top 15 on this recent stretch of games where we're 10-1 in the last 11 games, 13-15 in the last 15 games. It's been the defensive side of the ball. And like I said, 24 stocks against the Utah Jazz, 20 against the Brooklyn Nets, 18 against the Celtics, 18 against the Clippers, 18 against the Denver Nuggets. Those are good teams, and you're starting to block their shots. You're turning them over, and it's leading to easy transition points, and that's where this Detroit Pistons team really excels in the transition game, getting out in the fast break. It's so fun to watch, and it's taken so much pressure off Cade Cunningham with the emergence of Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson. His usage rate has gone down. He doesn't have to press so hard, and he's got options to pass the ball to, unlike in previous years or earlier in the season when he wasn't very comfortable. Just seeing the chemistry of this team just grow throughout the year has been so exciting to watch, so fun to watch. And just seeing Jalen Duren post up incredible double-double numbers, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 blocks. That's a really good game for your young 21-year-old center. That's from your wing player that can't really score to hit 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block, and they both did it on 12 of 12 scoring last night. And I know, like I said, it was against the Utah Jazz, but for them to take the next step, that's why you're seeing this Detroit Pistons team be 8 games over 500 and continue to climb the standings and hopefully get to the fourth spot to where they're hosting a playoff series. This team has been so fun to watch. This team has been super exciting, and it's honestly, it's hard to fathom how much they've grown and how much it's happening right in front of our eyes. Usually you see players developing from season to season. You don't see it in season. And these players are turning into stars right in front of our eyes. I'm not going to say superstars, but I'm saying they're turning into very good players, very good competent pieces to put around your superstar in Cade Cunningham. Jalen Duren's going to be asking for a contract extension this summer. That's going to be, if he keeps playing like this, who knows what the number is going to be. Asar Thompson, his contract's coming up. This young core is really starting to excel, and it's super exciting for a Detroit Pistons fan. Let me know what you guys think about this defense down below. Comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.